Okay, we're going to do 6.2, but we're really not going to do much of it. Um, it's about multiplying matrices, and I'm just going to teach you how to do it on your calculators today instead of doing it by hand. We'll save the by hand stuff for when I'm actually there, so on Wednesday. Even this vocab isn't anything we're going to mess with today. You will eventually learn identity, matrix, inverse, invertible, singular, determinant. Okay, so this is what's in your notes to do matrix multiplication by hand. And you don't have to worry about that today. So there's a couple things you do need to know about matrices when multiplying them. It's not your scalar multiplication. Remember, scalar multiplication was when you would do like 3 times a, and then you would multiply every single term by 3. That is not what we're doing today. We are doing matrix multiplication. And matrix multiplication does not work with the commutative property, or the commutative property doesn't work with matrices. So like where you could take 3 times 4 equals 4 times 3, no. Matrix A times matrix B does not necessarily equal matrix B times matrix A. And sometimes you can't even multiply them. So in order to discover if you can multiply two matrices, you have to look at their dimensions. So the dimensions of matrix A is going to be rows by columns. So this is a 3 by 2. And matrix B is a 2 by 3. And I believe this is in your notes. But in order to know if you can multiply them, you look at the inner dimensions, okay? So if those two match, which they do, then yes, you can multiply these two. And if you look at the outer dimensions, that's going to be your dimensions of your product. So you know that A times B can be done because the twos match, and you know that your ending matrix will be a 3 by 3. Okay, but we're obviously, if you do it in your calculator and you can't do it, it'll give you some kind of error. So I'm going to pull up my calculator, maybe. Come on. And well, that kind of sucks. I was going to use, okay, I'm going to have to half screen this, I think. I had it at one point. Okay, so I will show you how to do this, and we will, if you mess up, you're going to have to just probably help each other work through some troubleshooting, because it's easy to forget how to do it, and I'm going to try to explain it best I can and show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to input a matrix A and a matrix B. And to do that, you might want to make sure your calculator is completely cleared so there's not any other stuff in there, but it doesn't matter if there is or not. You can always overwrite it. So, so second, and then this here where it says matrix will get you to this screen. And this is a list of all the different matrices you can have. Okay, so you can have a dozen different matrices on your calculator at any given time. Okay. In order to, so we're going to work with matrix A right now. In order to work with it, we got to go over to edit, and then I'll just hit enter so that I get matrix A. And now I'm going to write the dimensions that I want. So matrix A, remember, was a 3 by 2. So that's what I'm going to put in here. 3, and then 2. And then you're going to fill in the numbers. Oh, I'm trying to use my computer. Okay. It's confusing using a calculator and a computer. Okay, there we go. And then -3, 9 and 5. You do have to like click off of the box. Okay, so that's matrix A. Matrix A is now in your calculator. So if you want to do this along with me, I guess I should have mentioned that already. You can just pause it and do it or whatever. Okay, so then I'm going to hit second quit. And then I'm going to enter matrix B. So I'm going to go second matrix, and I'm going to go down to B, over to edit. Oh, I didn't have to go down to B on the first one. Down to B now, and then hit enter. And this is a 2 by 3. So I'm going to go 2 by 3. And I will put those in. Okay, I think I got it in there. So now I will second quit again. And then we're just going to multiply A times B like it says. So once you have just your regular screen, you're going to go again, second matrix. You're going to select A by hitting enter. And then you're going to hit times, and then second matrix, and then you're going to go down and select matrix B. So now you have matrix A times matrix B, and you're going to hit enter. And here is your given result. And I'm going to click down on here to make sure we got the right numbers. And it looks like we did, which just means I didn't input it incorrectly. All right, then if I'm looking at the PowerPoint here again, it says to find B times A if possible. Well, the nice thing is you have A and B already in your calculator, so now you can just go in to your matrix. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. Second matrix, and this time select B first, and then multiply it by matrix A, and hit enter. And you should get the resulting matrix. Now remember, if we did B times A, then the dimensions would be, the inner dimensions would be 3, and then the outer dimensions would be 2 times 2. So that's why we end up with a 2 by 2 here when we multiply B times A. Okay, I think that's your one example. I don't know if I need to keep doing that. I do want to show you how to do reduced row echelon form, and I'm just going through here to get an example. Okay, yeah, we'll use this one. So I'll have you do one of these on your assignment. Well, I'll have you do 2 of these multiplication ones. And then I'll have you do one of where we're using reduced row echelon form, but using the calculator. So to do this, then we're going to go into a matrix. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Okay, and you can overwrite one of these or you can pick a different one. It doesn't matter. I'll just go down and use C. So I'll go over to edit, and then I'll go down to C and hit enter. And this time, so this is like what we did where we had the X, Y, and Z. So we're going to use an augmented matrix. So we're going to have a 3 by 4. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put the coefficients in for my x1s, my x2s, my x3s, and then my answers in the very last column. So I will try to do that. Okay, I think I have this in correctly. Okay, so that was matrix C. So I'm just going to second quit, and this time I'm going to go into matrix, and I'm going to go over to that math section, and I'm going to go down until I see RREF. So for reduced row echelon form, right there. Okay, I'll hit enter, and now I have to go select my matrix C. So second matrix, and C. And then I'm just going to press enter, and you can see it put it in reduced row echelon form for us. And so now I know my x1 is -1, my x2 is 2, and my x3 is 3. And I will make sure that's right on this PowerPoint. Oh, whoops, there it was. -1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So that would have been a lot easier to do than working and creating an entire page of your struggles. Just so you know. So we're gonna learn a lot more stuff though next time. I will have you do. Let me see. I think I'm gonna have you do numbers. Okay, it's page 383. I think I'll have you do 4 and 6, and then number 14. So 4, 6, and 14. Okay. And just try them on your calculator. Obviously, you won't be able to show work, and my answers will show work. So if you're struggling, whatever, we can deal with it on Wednesday. But hopefully you get it. We'll talk to you later.